This is DC Danton Crow Crusader. It's the 18th of February. It's plus 12. It's really warmed up. But we have a little wind and it's kind of overcast. It almost feels like it's going to rain. And yesterday I felt a few drops, but it just didn't happen. Pigeons are here today. Seagulls are up above. I'm a little bit late. It's like 20 after 10. I met a friend on the way, so yeah, I don't know what's going on today. Anti-bird machine, I don't know what's going to happen today. We'll see. It's Saturday, and Saturday, you know, things happen. So yeah, Charlie came down at least twice yesterday. Oh, the gardener's over here by Hayfully, Mr. Fatzer. We don't know what he's up to, but yeah, always no good. He's also another one who hates the birds, but he also hates all animals. He hates the dogs as well. He was the one who was throwing down the deadly pesticides against the dogs that walked along the sidewalk. I shut that down very quickly, but I think it had been going on for I don't know how many years. So we got our little gulls here, our little pigeons. I think we'll put down near here. Put this food down here. Okay, here we go. I don't know what happened to Seymour. Don't know what happened to Seymour. I don't see him. It's out here. I think we'll go along here. A little bit cleaner. Away from the circle. Grass is starting to grow back, and that's what I want. The grass to start to grow back. Okay. What we need is rain. Although the ground is very wet. There we go. Now we'll put some peanuts down. I want to say something. I want to thank you for all your wonderful comments. And I will get to them this weekend. Each and every one. But I wanted to say something to a certain subscriber who was interested in putting the video of the attacker on TikTok. Now, the situation is across Europe, if you post a video of a person without their permission in the public domain, it is considered criminal. So, and I always take that risk when I post on Crow Crusader that someone will come and prosecute me. But there is a big difference. I am the one being attacked, and I can say I have my camera as a way of protection, which is true, which is one of the reasons I started filming, to protect myself and to have it, because it's always your word against their word, okay? So that is very important. Since I have the district attorney and the police working against me here, every time I bring criminal charges, the people get left off the hook. And I get standing there with no, you know, with no justice. So, I just want to pass that on. I couldn't, in good judgment, have anyone post something of someone knowing that they could be prosecuted for that. I have posted one video on TikTok, and there were some comments saying that, you know, I shouldn't do that, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to take that risk because I'm in a different situation. Hi, Charlie. I just wanted to pass that on, how important it is. Charlie. Come, Charlie. Come, baby. Come, baby. Come, honey. Let's go over here. There we go. Okay. Charlie wants to get away from the gulls, so let's get away from the gulls. Okay, let's go into the deep grass, Charlie. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Take what you want, Charlie. Take what you want. Hurry up. Take what you want. Good boy. Go ahead, honey. The cheese. Want some sausage? Cheese today? Good boy. Lots of cheese. It's a cheese day. Okay, go ahead. There we go. Not so bad. But you see, he followed me into the bigger, taller grass. So I just wanted to get that out there because I didn't want to hurt anyone's feelings. And yeah, I couldn't in good conscience, you know, take that wonderful offer. Grant you, this man deserves. He deserves hate meal. He deserves a lot more because he was way out of line. And that's not the first time. That's the second time. The first video of him I never posted, but he was only here for a minute or two, and then he ran off the field because there were too many people around. But this other time was very bad. Okay? So I just wanted to make that clear. I could never advocate that because I wouldn't want to get anyone into trouble. So, and it is, as we say in German, strafbar. So, but I'm willing to take that risk and fight and show my record of how often I'm attacked and so forth, and it's to protect myself. So, yeah, and this is why I do it. And to also put out in the public domain, if I'm not getting justice here through our own justice system, police department, there's another kind of justice, and that's, you know, bringing it out in the public domain and letting the world look at what this person's doing. It's called being held accountable, and there are consequences, okay, to your actions, and let the public decide. Okay, so that's another way I look at it, and that's another reason I do that. So yeah, I probably would have put it out on TikTok, but I can't do that because the file's too big, and I don't know, it's just all too difficult to compress the file. I don't have an editing program. It'd just be easy just to edit it, but I'm working with Windows 8. And that's no longer supported. I can't do anything. I'm totally blocked until I get a new computer. And I just don't know when that's going to be. With all the expenses of the cat, of Miele, bird feeding, and medical issues, there just hasn't been any money there to buy a computer. So, but when I do, I'll be able to start editing these videos. And if I feel something needs to go up there on a certain person, then I will do that. But then I'm at risk to be charged. But that's okay. That's my own risk. But I don't want any of you good people out there getting into trouble. Not on my behalf. Okay? So I have to put that out there so you understand it is a serious issue. Anyway. But I thank you all for your wonderful support. I'm just not used to it. I'm so used to being put down and, you know, beat down and all for feeding these wonderful birds and bringing this whole problem of loss of habitat and the relationship between people here in Kreuzlingen and the birds and everywhere where there's growth. And there's a lot of growth here in Kreuzlingen, and it's taken its toll, not only on the birds, but on the wildlife in general. Basically, the birds and wildlife have been driven out of Kreuzlingen. The only refuge they have is the park, and that can only support so many animals. And it's surrounded by an industrial area and, of course, lots of apartments. So, you know, that little piece of land is just not going to do it. Anyway, yeah. So anyway, that's another reason I do these videos, is because I wasn't getting any justice here through my own system, and I figured that if I bring it out in the World Forum, that maybe people would put some pressure on the city council here. So far as no one's contacted them, but you know, it's hard to get involved on that kind of level. But you know, usually the city council only receives complaints about me and the police, and they just don't want to hear it anymore. So yeah, it's very sad, right? Well, here's our little pigeons. Pigeons are out today. Our seagulls are a little bit, how should I say, a little bit disoriented